Previously on My Fairy Godfathers.
Hi, Nisha.
Her father's wishes were to have her have the prom experience, this ultimate Cinderella experience, and then we walked in to give it to her.
Give me
It's all
another
happy. It's all happy. It's going to be happy. Now, who are you going with to the prom?
My girlfriend.
I think now we're gonna go and we're gonna go fit you and
Get started. We're going to
started.
get some measurements and we're going to decide what kind of dress that you would like to have. Okay, so we're here, it's dress day.
Okay.
And we're going to take you in, and this is a friend of ours, and we're going to get you set up for the prom with your gown.
Okay.
Vixen.
Okay.
So let's go in.
All right. Thank you.
so it's kind of cool that we brought her to Rhonda Shear's design house. I mean, Rhonda's been in the business for quite a few years. She's worked with many celebrities, including Robert Redford, Mel Brooks.
So she's had a long career, she's now gone into couture dresses, and this is a perfect fit for us and for Yanisha.
So here we are.
We are at a good friend of ours, Rhonda Shear Couture. They make dresses for the Oscars. So they're going to make your custom-made gown.
The whole process, I think, has been a little overwhelming, but to bring her into a really cool design house where they make couture dresses, one-of-a-kind, custom-made dresses, I think Yanisha was starting to get a lot more excited about the whole prom experience and what she's going to get. So,
And this is their workroom, and we're going to take you to see a few of the things that they do. So come on, let's go over here.
Okay. Hi.
Angie, so these people are you're going to be in great hands. They're going to do your measurements, and they're going to create a dress that you are never going to be able to forget. So these are some of their creations.
Okay.
so we're just going to show you some of the stuff that they do here.
Okay.
These are the kind of dresses that they make. And these dresses have been worn by actresses and news
On the red
commentators on the red carpet. And you can see you said you wanted glitz, and there's a lot of glitz. We're going to talk to you about what you want.
Okay.
And you can see what they do here. And everything is done by hand, as you can see.
Yeah.
So you're going to have probably the only couture dress at the prom.
So here we are. We're going to sit down, we're going to sketch out and get your ideas and our ideas and kind of put them together, and we're going to create like one of the most beautiful dresses you've ever
And
seen.
it doesn't have
Okay.
to be perfect right now. You just
No.
give us an idea of what you think you would like. I'll draw it out, and then we'll refine it, and then you'll be surprised the day of the prom. You'll get to see what your dress looks like.
Okay.
You know, I've worked with Steven for a long time, and I've seen him do a lot of sketches throughout the years.
I know I don't want nothing straight down.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
You want something fitted on the top?
I can feel it on the back of my neck that Andrew is trying to steer her towards something else that, you know, I'm not really cool with.
I know in the back of Steven's mind, he's kind of knowing what dress he already wants to do for her. So I'm kind of trying to steer it toward where we want to get to know what Yanisha wants and not what Steven wants. And then kind of billowing out at the bottom.
I don't know, cause I'm in between like the big or like the with the mermaid.
Okay.
I'm doing my best to keep my cool, and you know, I can just want to give him a good kick underneath the table because I know that he's trying to push her into something that I don't want. Well, what's your preference? This is what it, let's see, this is what it would look like if it was a mermaid. And I know he's sitting there criticizing my artistic skills in his mind, even though I was kind enough to paint a portrait of him and his son, life-size, hanging on his wall in his house.
In fact, I have a picture of myself and my son on my living room wall that he's painted, although it sometimes tends to look like more like he sees it more than how I see it.
But then he comes to my house and he starts criticizing all the stuff that I have done over the years. I know he thinks it's a little gothic, but...
And some of the artwork in his house, not my style, but
We couldn't be more opposite because he's a minimalist. He has absolutely nothing in his house. Nothing.
so we got the dress started. Obviously, we did some sketches.
Yes.
Well, you did some sketches.
I did some sketches.
And
You did
hopefully,
some criticizing.
Well, hopefully we'll get to the dress that Unisha wants and not what necessarily you want.
I happen to know what looks good on a body, so
I'm
I
sure
think
you
that
do. I'm sure you
she's going to
do.
be great. I think it's going to be beautiful on her.
It'll be gorgeous when when it comes to the final dress,
Right.
the dress
So-
that she wants.
Right. But it'll still have some of my elements.
Of course it will.
Coming up on the next My Fairy Godfathers.
When she first seen me, she thought I was a bully because I never smiled. I never smiled.
Lots of good things in there.